Welcome back. Well, let's refill our combine over here. We are kind of done for the next little while to deal with any contracts. I think we've done enough contracts. So until then, I don't have any more. Do I have feed for my chickens? Can they survive? And oh, we got feed, so that's fine. So we don't need to worry about that. Okay, oops. So we've got 2 fields that are ready. Oh. So, you know what? We can't put you guys anyway. Okay, before I do anything, is my production actually doing anything? Selling. Is it active? Yep. 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 Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, we're going to need to go and get our header. I think we did say we're going to look at buying another header, didn't we? And we found some headers that were foldable at a really good, well, at a decent price, not a really good price. So let's go have a look, okay? I am going to keep an eye on some decent contracts. Okay, let's go have a look. Both of these fields are ready to harvest, and we've got one more field. Our field number 9 is also ready to harvest, so quite a bit of harvesting to do. And I believe I put different fruit in these fields, so I will let that car go. Okay, looks like the traffic's kind of fixed itself. They're not all traveling in bulk. Still fairly busy street, but hey, maybe we should be using our beacons. Now, I'm wondering, is this the maximum? I don't need this yet. Okay. Is that the maximum that we can carry? As far as the length of the header that I was referring to. Okay, so we're still left. We got to first. Let's have a look. Oh. 8.5. Wow. I was really hoping to. How can you say no to that? What's the normal price of that header? $50,000. The ones that we were looking at are these ones. Oh, 7.2. What do we currently have? This one. No? That's the one. It's 6.2. 8.5. I don't know now. So that's 6.6, 7.2, 6.6, and 7.2. I mean, I like the idea that it's foldable. Class. Okay, that's kind of not even close to the real thing, is there? How much does it cost to lease? You gotta try it, don't you? Oh, but now I'm gonna have to bring the combine, yeah, aren't I? Well, that was not very thoughtful of me. Okay, let's leave it here. Oh, there. Oh, I just destroyed and caused the fire explosion in my farm, didn't I? Now, we don't need a bigger combine, and I don't mind. I like class combines, so all of that is, great. And we'll see how the fact that that is foldable on how it works. And okay, it's 7.2, so it's only a meter more. So it's not like I'm getting a humongous advantage. Or with the other one, we're getting 2 meters more, 2.6 meters more. So yeah. So kind of need to do something about that, don't we? The fact that let's see who's there. I'm first. Ah. Um, the fact that we're getting so much, and we're getting it for 16 grand instead of 60 grand. So that kind of in itself uh, becomes a likable thing. And we're getting what is probably close to 40, 50 grand per hour here. So we're not really going to lose a lot of money. Well, we're going to gain money if we're buying the one that's on sale. And, not lose so much money if we're buying this. So I'll see how it goes as far as the operations of the whole thing is concerned. And then we'll make up our mind once we've tested it now. I mean, the advantage of being able to drive, I just wish they would have made one slightly. Okay. I just wish they would have made one slightly bigger, that's all. Now, we'll deal with selling all this and all these other bits and pieces later. Right now, we're just going to take our header and go into the field, not our first field. What fields are they? So 16. Okay, so I'm going to have to start doing more of sticking to the same crop when we've got two fields like this next to each other and kind of clump them up. And that way it gives me a bit of I don't think I'm going to fit through there, so I'm going to have to do the illegal thing. And okay, so this is how it goes. Okay, it's kind of, oh no, I thought it just floats in the air, but it doesn't. It actually looks somewhat realistic the way they're doing it. I'm not sure if there is such a cutter like this one, but it's well done. So it's not just here we are type of thing. Wait, it's going to say, why are you coming backwards? Okay, we don't need that. Okay, let's put steering assist on. I'll go on that. Okay. Boom. Now what are we getting? So we're getting into 115, 117 percent. So that's doing pretty good. That's doing pretty good. All right. So I am kind of considering swapping the combine out. I mean, I've got a modded combine which is more horsepower, and so we got more horsepower and same capacity at half the price, less than half the price. We're going to get about 240, 250,000 for the. Well, actually, we'll get a bit less because this one's got a few extra hours on it. Well, actually, that doesn't work too bad because I want to get you out of the way anyway. So you stay there. That doesn't look right, does it? No, not even close. All right, so I set up the worker to do the rest of that field. And what I thought I would do, I'm going to go back and do the harvesting, but I thought, you know what, I'll get set up to put some lime on the fields that we harvested already in our last episode. So I thought, you know what, start get the prices rolling in actually taking care of the fields. I do have to buy a roller, and I do have to buy a better planter and hopefully a better seeder. Now, I haven't really looked to see what's available. I don't really know what I have and what I don't have. We have a decent plow, so that's not an issue there. We know, oh, we still have to come and pick up these bales. Okay, so sounds all right. So we'll let the worker do this. And while the worker's doing this, let's have a look. Still nothing there. So what am I looking for? A roller and a seeder. What do we have as far as, so we've got these, but the two, I don't really have much, do I? I'm gonna have 3 meters. Oh, 4.6. I need something bigger than that. 4 meters. 6 meters. But this one works for that one, doesn't it? So that makes it $140,000 for. Okay. So that's really not an option. Let's have a look. We have a planters. That's 6 meters. Problem, I'm pretty sure they're pretty wide. Yes. Holy macaroni. I'm not quite sure what that does, but planting markers. No, we don't really need. No. 2023 is pretty bare. Okay. Okay, no, we don't need that. So it's not expensive. The problem with all of this is that it's so. Okay, this is 6 meters. That's 6 meters. That is 6.5 meters. I mean, I like the way they look, but I just wish they had a better way to transport them. So, I don't know. I may have to lease a couple of these out. So that's 4.5. They're fantastic, but you can't really tow them. This is probably the one to go for. Okay, so we're gonna have to make a decision on this. And okay. Oh, I hate the way he did that. Now I'm gonna have to drive on the crop. So we're gonna have to make a decision as far as what we want for our next seeder implanter. Definitely need to buy a roller for our next episode. I should bring the other tractor home. Our shop has actually added a washing bay for us, which is fantastic. Should get the baler out and start baling the fields. We do need to get the fields baled, picked up, then limed, and then prepped for our next planting, whatever we're going to plant in them. So it's going to be interesting, I'll tell you that. So I haven't really made up my mind what I want to put inside of on these fields that we've got. Now, it's not an issue. We're not in a huge rush as yet. I mean, if you want to put barley or something like that, or wheat, we kind of only have this month to do it, and that's it. But other than that, we're okay. Not a problemo. Now, I don't know how the tractor's going to do with bales, with a baler. I always do that too quickly. I turn in too quick. Since we're struggling with the combine to just go up and down, we may end up struggling with this as well. So let's have a look. We've got our cultivator here. We got our plow. Oh. Okay, so we got straw in that, so that's good. We'll go this way. Now we don't really need a lot of straw because we still have a bit of straw from in the shed over there. So we don't really need to, go all out on straw by any stretch of imagination. But at the same time, we don't want to just leave it here either. The problem that we're going to be facing, and I just realized, actually, no, it's not going to be a problem because I set up the worker to go up and down first and then to come and do the headlands. Now we're going to have bales in the headlands, but there's nothing here for the worker to collect, so I'll just stop him when it comes to that. We're going to have to move that guy from over there. He's just sitting in the crop, and we don't want that to be the case. So we do have quite a bit of equipment that we need to kind of get ourselves. And at the same time, I do need to upgrade at least one tractor. So we might as well put you over here. So we do need to upgrade at least one tractor. We do need to have a much stronger tractor. Now, again, we do have some of the older tractors, so it shouldn't be a problem. Look at that, like even this is struggling big time. So we do have some of the older tractors, which it should mean that that we should be doing A-okay with it. So we shouldn't be struggling to buy a bigger tractor. And again, I'm going to go spend time here. I don't really want to spend too much time on this. So we've got these ones which go up to 225 horsepower. But I'm pretty sure that here, 250 horsepower for $26,000. Wow. Would this be able to run a baler? You know, the only bad thing is I don't think it has a PTO, does it? So I'm not quite sure how this will operate. But you know what? This is definitely a contender for what we want. Beacon, yes, no, yes. I mean, $26,000, and we got a 250 horsepower tractor. I mean, what's our other option? I mean, we can go with these massive mamas. Wow, 360 for $69,000, but they're just too big, aren't they? Yeah, we just. I think with this we're going to struggle to go in any of the. I mean, we've got these ones, but they're starting to go ridiculous in price. In the medium-sized tractors, 190, 190. So we kind of need to come up to this to. I mean, yeah, we can go with this. What does this look like? Oh, this is probably $70,000. 210, 300 is $85,000. Okay, so we can, and looks like this one has a PTO. Yes, it does. Okay, so we do have some options. So we're not really going to be. Oh, here we are again. I'm going to have to come and fill him. Looks like we're always going to be driving on the crop to empty the combine. The way I chose for him to do the work, it will mean that it's always going to be me driving onto the crop, which is not very good at all. And we also need to get a header now that we sold our header. Hence, we've got a bit more money. We got $28,000 if we didn't repaint it. I spent $10,000 to repaint it and just under $1,000 to repair it. And I sold it for 42 or 3, something like that. So we made about $3,000 profit because we spent $11,000 to repaint it and repair it. I just suppose it's worth it, but yeah. Now, it's not going to be a problem because we're not really going to need more wheat for our chickens or anything like that. We got plenty of wheat for the chickens. So we're not going to be struggling on that department. Now, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen here. I hope it doesn't drop it until I can. Oh, yes, good. Don't drop it, don't drop it. You can drop it here. I'm pretty sure that shouldn't be a problem. This way we can save a bit of the hassle of like you look at the combine, even on work, it's struggling massively to go up this hill. I mean, it is a massive hill in the middle of our fields. I didn't take that into account. So having a big header is good, but look at this. Even this tractor is struggling. Like, it's genuinely struggling. I don't think he'll be able to plow this field. So we definitely need to look at an upgrade in horsepower. Now, obviously, if we're going to upgrade our tractor, we're going to sell one of the tractors. So we're not going to upgrade and have 4 tractors. And obviously, we're going to sell whatever the weakest John Deere is. Okay, so we're going to continue to do this. I don't think I need more than 3 tractors. I mean, I could use them, obviously, because you could always... I could always have, like, 10 tractors, 10 workers type of thing, but I don't want to do that. It's already easy enough to do whatever I'm doing with contracts being allowed. So I don't want to be in a position where, where now I've got 10 workers on contracts. So yeah. I haven't even looked at contracts yet. We've done all our contracts. We've done a humongous amount of contracts in our last episode. That is why we sort of reached. I can't even remember right now what we actually own as far as crops in our silos. I'm going to have enough. Oh, please don't. Okay. What do we have 42,043 of barley, and that's, oh, hang on. I got manure. Oh, I got milk. I forgot about milk. Hey, where are you going? What are you doing? Driving offline. That's not good. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do the. Obviously, I'm going to include. Is it going to be in this video? What's he doing? He's just trying to line up. The way he's lining up the worker, I mean, it's really strange. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do any more bales after this for a while. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. So he's struggling massively. He's struggling. So as much as I hate it, I do have to bring him a bigger combine, a more horsepower combine. So I'll have to have a look into that as well, like what sort of trade we would get on this. I mean, look at that. He's gone backwards. So you can see how much he's struggling. He's trying, but he's not making it. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna park you right there. We'll come back to you. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll take care, and I don't think I want to do any more swap. Like, enough bales for now. We'll do it like this. Come on. I think this is probably the only way we're gonna actually harvest this field. We're gonna have to sort of go up and down, just down on this particular side, not up and down. And that way we're going to be able to harvest this field and pick up the bales in probably our next episode. So as you can tell, our sort of our buying more fields and all that is going to be fairly limited, because you can see that we can barely keep up with what we have right now. Now, I do want to buy the fields around me, so I am going to eventually get all of them. Okay, and this is where we're going to leave it there, because it's, you need to get the tractor and unload everything. Now, the next field, look at that. It's got a massive hole in the middle, doesn't it? Look at the way it looks. We went back into the John Deere. So I am going to leave this episode here. I don't think you want me to record any more of this. We'll harvest some of that in our next episode. Yeah, that way we're sort of not doing a full episode of just harvesting. So we'll try and tee up some jobs. I will have a look at the combine issue. I mean, I know that the combine that we've got, where are you? Wow, only worth 111, 112,000. It's probably going to need to be repainted. So if we do that, an engine, we're going to be looking at what, 260,000 for a bigger engine. But the problem is, are we going to even be able to squeeze this through our gates? So this is where the dilemma is going to be. It's not whether we want to buy it or not. It's whether or not we're going to actually even be able to utilize such a massive combine. But we'll worry about that in our next episode. So on that bombshell, have a wonderful day wherever you are around the world. God bless you and your family. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.